effectively in a Third World War situation. We cannot fully rely on Denmark and Europe's defense capabilities. If Denmark cannot demonstrate sufficient defense capacity, it must transfer control of Greenland to the United States until the war is over.
Grønlands suverænitet tilhører grønlænderne, og vi udøver den lovligt. USA's krav er urimeligt og udgør et klart brud på vores nationale suverænitet.
Les inquiétudes des États-Unis sont excessives. Les attaques directes russes restent limitées et sporadiques, et les forces danoises ainsi que les forces européennes sont pleinement capables d'assurer la défense.
Kan du høre?
Мы отступаем на следующую позицию.
Vadim Bravo 7, Orужейный Kayaji.
Okay, execute next protocol.
Yes, sir. Electronic warfare attack has been launched.
Готовы? Сейчас! Танго вниз!
Kommandør, al kommunikation er nede.
Elektronisk krigsførelsesangreb er sikkert. Vi er fuldstændig under angreb.
Vil du blive ved med at gøre det her? Få det løst. Hurtigt. Hvad laver du?
Quartier général, répondez, vous m'entendez?
Bloody shit. All communications are down.
Hovedkvarter. Svar.
Kan I ikke høre mig? Svar!
Retournez à la base.
What the hell is going on? Everyone, return to base.
Spot. Let go.
Follow me. Oh, shit! Oh my god!
All right, team. Sound off. All positions, check in. At checkpoint, awaiting orders. Roger that. Engaging. Entering engagement. Go, go! Engaging. Fire! Check your sights. Clear. Check for all clear. Clear. Affirmative. In position.
Lucy's GPS book fundet. Damn it, I can't communicate with headquarters.
Next step. Ready. Frogman R2B. Over. Frogman R2B. Over. Rock and roll.
Stop! Nobody move!
You're going to save me, right?
Donka for saving me. Understood. Blue team secured. Rescue complete. Oh, I'm too sick to move. Copy. Return to base.
Ivan Body, ready! Repeat, Ivan Body, ready! Frogman, mission accomplished. We're withdrawing.
Good to see you.
This right here is proof clear as day. This is the truth of the Russian threat. Denmark and the European Union aren't providing any real defense for Greenland. Like it or not, the United States Marine Corps and the US military have to be at the center of Greenland's defense. That's the reality. Anything else is wishful thinking.
Greenland is currently under full U.S. military control. We will block the Russian threat completely and without hesitation.
Все так называемые доказательства – подделка. Прекратите блеф.
Operation was a success. Thanks entirely to the Master's support. Thank you.
Connection established. You are currently joined to the Brave New World Lord Masterclass video session.
Greenland matter has been handled well. Good. Proceed and make sure the next plan is executed just as cleanly.
Connection terminated for the Brave New World.